It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another translucent Monday. Today we have this green and orange water plant looking bead that we're going to use today. So before using it, I think I'm going to use this red petal packaging that I have run out of pigment on that one, but I do have more. And today we're going to be combining these into a translucent Monday episode. So enjoy! But first a before photo. There. Time to do it. So, for today's translucent Monday, we're going to make a Hoya heart plant. So first of all, we have broken the bead to turn it into the Hoya heart shape. So let's get glue into it. Was thinking here, but maybe not. So I'm going to get glue on the inside because I was thinking of making it a border of something, but I think this would work better if it was just a plant pot, because the plant pot would work better. So I'm gluing the beads on the broken pieces of the bead. And now I'm using the pointy tool to adjust it to the right shape. Hoping I can hide the fact that the shape doesn't look like a Hoya heart plant just yet. Then I came with a great idea. I'm going to glue a flower, kind of like a Hoya plant blossom. But this is how it looks with LED lights. I really like how it looks, but what about the flower? Well, let's add the flower to it already, because I could not stare at the broken bead pieces. And so the pink flower was added to it. Much better! And much better with the LED lights. And also added a branch to further the Hoya heart plant. It has to dry, so I know it is unstable there, but it needs a lot of time to dry, because I'm considering using the brown branch and then coloring it green with green acrylic paint. So it hasn't fully dried yet, but I still painted it. The green parts of the Hoya plant were sage green, but I just colored the branch green, just sap green, which I later changed, but just could not stare at the brown branch. And then when I painted green, that's how it looked like. It was okay, I guess, but I was just a bit impatient about it and had to put it back in. Then I decorated it with glow-in-the-dark white flowers that I had. And then I've applied white glue to add the other Hoya heart leaves or whatever those things are. I don't know what botanically Hoya hearts are, just wanted to try it for my dolls. And I've got those green heart beads for the glued on white areas that I'm going to apply. So I made sure I gathered enough for the plant and glued them on where the white glue was, like this. And I made sure all of them were glued on, and that's why you should let it dry and be patient about it. But yet I did let it dry. Okay. I will darken those neon green Hoya hearts later. This is the closest bead I had to Hoya heart leaves, or please correct me if you know better, because I'm not a botanist. So let's let it dry like this, with this box for the support. And I think I want to decorate it even further, but away from the plant itself. So I have so many colors of beads. Let's do beads around the plant pot. And that's where I glued around it. Now time for the beads to be added to it. These beads I'm going to do. So let's start by, no, not that. Sorry, Snowflake, it isn't for you. But anyways, let's just get the beads on already. I don't know what happened to the pointy tool. Maybe I dropped it. I don't know what happened. So I just sprinkled the beads. And then use the glue tips for that. That's always my plan B, just in case I don't know where the pointy tool is sometimes. So now it's time to also add a flamingo to it, cause I want to add another beaded decoration to it. It started with a droplet of glue, and now it's time for the cube. Add it in. The pink bead because I'm doing a flamingo. It's also cubed shape, so there's that. And I'm trying to get the position where I want it to be. So I think I need another pink cube bead for this before it dries. There we go. Find it. Am I supposed to make a flamingo? It needs a long neck for the flamingo part, so I'm going to need more beads for that. So let's get them on. Sprinkled them on. Now adjust them to the flamingo neck. With the finger while the glue hasn't fully dried yet, or hasn't dried at all. And I'm going to also get some white glue for the beak, because the flamingo needs its beak, because why wouldn't it have a beak? Although it's just a decoration. And I still think it's missing another bead. I think I'll do red for the end tip of the beak. And done. Time to let it dry. Everything dry. After it dried, I painted it more of the Hoya heart green. And let's check the only light up Hoya heart leaf with the LED lights, and this is how it looks like. Wow. So that's it here, and it can turn off. That's the card with it off, with the LED lights off, and on. And wow, good thing I kept it translucent for it to light up. Now time for it to all dry before getting it into a dollhouse to finish the video. It dried, but I find these, and I think I need to add more to the plant. I will paint them later, but for now, I will just glue them on and let them dry. After I adjusted it and glued it on, time for another one to go on. Like this, and I did this before bed because I'm going to let it dry. Then I mixed up the exact same color as the Hoya heart plant, and I'm going to paint the green hearts that aren't that correct shade of green, the correct shade of green. So I'm painting it on before finishing it, and that's how it looks like. And let's let it dry. So that's what it looks like. Let it dry and clean the palette. So Szewczaks, what do you think of my Hoya heart plant? Please tell me in the comments. I also really like the light up element of it with the Hoya plant. So please tell me what you think of my Hoya plant for dolls. And bye, Szewczaks. See you in another video. Bye.